Well, it may be dead of winter, but if you know where to look, life is in full swing. The wildlife, that is. Hi there, Grant McComey here, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And this week, we're coming to Northwest Snow Country, the east side of the Oregon Cascades, Baker County, where we're taking a look at a way of life that you're going to be impressed with. We're taking a look at the Elk Feeding Program and the Elkhorn Wildlife Refuge. Winter rules the distant Elkhorn Mountains, where the ice floe stacks streamside and snowdrifts line roadways and a sea of white spans the horizon. It is bone-chilling cold that shows little sign of thawing. At Anthony Creek in Baker County, a Saturday morning warming fire chases the 20-degree chill away. Before you step aboard TNT Wildlife Tours.
All right, are we all set?
All right, boys.
Alice Trindle shares the reins of the operation with partner Susan Triplett, while local horseman Mike Moore lends a hand.
For 20 years, they've been taking people up and down this hill at this particular feed site, and it'll get you up as close to wild Rocky Mountain elk as you'll probably be able to ever get close to them in your life. So it's a pretty unique experience.
It is the only horse-drawn wildlife tour in Oregon. Jed and Waylon are the heavy pullers.
This is a team of perch-run geldings. This is their third winter they've been here to help us out.
They're just built for this work.
They are, you know, and part of it is just their temperament. These are probably the most petted horses in Baker County. The other part is just that they do their job here real well. When they get in harness, they're equal partners.
Each weekend, the partners pitch in to feed the elk that make Anthony Creek a winter home.
Oh.
From mid-December through February, Saturdays and Sundays,
Good boys.
they will spread up to a dozen alfalfa bales to feed 150 elk.
Ease it up. Good boys. Scoop Loop right out here in front of us is our biggest elk, and he's a bull elk. He's a 7x7. That means that he has 7 points on one side and 7 points on the other. Those antlers really are quite amazing. They are the fastest growing bone in the entire animal kingdom. They can grow as much as an inch in a day and weigh up to 35 pounds on these Rocky Mountain elk.
TNT Wildlife Tours is an asset to the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, who maintain 9 other feeding stations across 12,000 acres that make up the Elkhorn Wildlife Area. For Ed Miguez, that means traveling 145 miles each day.
The reason that this was started was elk traditionally would go clear off into the valley. They'd just go from haystack to haystack to haystack. They would literally wipe out 200 or 300 tons of hay in, a few days' time.
The Elkhorn Winter Feeding Program started in '71 to keep 1,200 hungry Rocky Mountain elk up here in the forest, rather than down below on ranch land scattered across the valley floor. Wildlife Area Manager Miguez says they will go through 850 tons of alfalfa each winter. And the elk must be fed each day.
We don't miss a day. They know just from all of their normal interactions and travels, they know there's other feed available down here that happens to be on private ranches and feed that they've got stored for feeding their cattle during the winter. If you miss a day, there's a good chance you're going to lose those. It's extremely hard for us to get them back here. So we don't miss a day.
Most of the Elkhorn Wildlife Area is closed to the public in winter, except Anthony Creek. So it is a rare and wonderful learning opportunity. A viewing area allows you a chance to see the herd anytime, and on weekends bring the family and spend a few bucks to see Oregon's largest game animal up close.
These younger bulls will start to do some sparring, some play fighting. It really isn't too serious. Right at this time of the year, it's beginning to establish that pecking order just a little bit. They will sometimes get to pushing and pulling pretty hard. They'll also make that noise that you just heard, that kind of a sound. If one of them decides that he's ready to give up, he'll put his eyes up to the sky, and that's kind of his signal to say, okay, you've won this round for this time, but just wait until next time we're all around. Yeah, all right, boys.
Being able to do something you really enjoy, like Alice and I talk about it, we say we're going to quit when it becomes not fun, and here we are 20 years later, still having fun, so.
There's always something to be observed with these elk. To be able to be this close to these magnificent animals and to learn a little bit more about them is really a treat for everyone.
You say elk?
That's a real special thing that we can offer.
Alice and Susan and Mike and Ed Maguez with ODFW would love to see you over here this winter. We provided all the details, the directions, and the contact information right here on the Travel Oregon website. So check it out. So until next week, get out here and explore Oregon, perhaps the wild side of elk life in Baker County. You will be impressed, and I guarantee you will learn much about elk. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.